Hello everyone, Tarsis here back with another Silverandblood video. This time we're gonna talk about the twins Alexi and LIVIAN. Also sorry for being late on this one, tons of other gacha games have been updated along with Silverandblood. This video will take a while considering we're covering two vassals in one. First, let's break down both of their skill, recommended artifacts, some gameplay showcase of the twins in the New Gear Dungeon Temple of Light Floor 3. And so, without further ado, let's get straight into their skills, starting off with Alexi. So here we have Alexi. She's tagged as a mid-range AoE damage buffer. She's also from the Bloodborne faction. She uses light equipment, sorcerer, a full moon magic damage dealer. She's also the Oathsworn for the new synergy called Dust Devotion. So Dust Devotion mainly has lifesteal rate plus 15% while the Blood Moon is active, and they increase the duration of Blood Moon by 6 seconds. So it's 16 seconds rather than 10 seconds, and they gain lifesteal similar to Lamia's passive or talent of having lifesteal while Blood Moon is active. So starting off with her talent, we have Hypersenses. When a Dust Devotion vassal recovers HP exceeding their max HP, 30% of the overflow is converted into Phantom Blood. And Phantom Blood, when taking damage or losing HP, if the vassal has no shield, consumes Phantom Blood instead of actual HP. Phantom Blood cannot exceed 100% of max HP. So, TLDR on this one, this is a defensive layer, and Phantom Blood can be used in certain conditions like her ultimate, which we will talk about later. Next is her basic attack, Dream Whisper, deals 187% attack magic damage to the target. Fairly simple and straightforward, this is a single target attack. Next is her special, Sweet Mirage. After 3 basic attack, deals 750% attack magic damage to all enemy units in a circle around the target. So fairly simple again, just target something and everything else around it will get targeted by this special. And lastly, her ultimate, we have Mesmeric Reverie. If Phantom Blood is at full capacity or full with your max HP, increases this ultimate damage by 80% and gains 5 stacks of Scarlet Shade for 10 seconds, consuming all Phantom Blood when the ultimate ends. Then she releases Breath in the target direction, dealing 1800% attack magic damage to all enemies in a cone. And then when LIVIAN is present as an ally, after the first Breath ends, releases another Breath in the target direction, dealing another 1800 attack magic damage to all enemies in the cone. And so, what is Scarlet Shade? So Scarlet Shade is magic defense penetration plus 5%, and it can go stack up to 9 times. So total of 45%. Next, let's talk about LIVIAN. So here we have LIVIAN. She is tagged as a ranged single target damage buffer. Is also from the Bloodborne faction, a medium equipment user, enchanter, new moon, and a magic damage dealer. So she's also an initiate in the new synergy Dust Devotion. So let's start off with her talent. So her talent, Moonkiss, casting ultimate while an allied Alexi is deployed immediately triggers a Blood Moon state. During this Blood Moon state, all allied Dust Devotion characters gain 80% E damage taken down and 80% M damage taken down. Each subsequent activation of this Blood Moon state reduces these damage down effects by 25% down to a minimum of 30%. So fairly simple, once she uses her ultimate, regardless of any moon phase you have used or you haven't used, she will immediately enter the Blood Moon state. Then we have her basic attack, another fairly simple one, Enthrall, deals a total of 150% attack magic damage to the target. This is a single target attack, so nothing special here. Next is her special, we have Sleepless Nights. After 3 basic attack, deals 600% attack magic damage to the target and inflicts magic damage taken up moderate for 7 seconds. Magic damage taken up moderate increases magic damage taken by 30%, and this does not stack with the same effects of the same type. So it doesn't stack with minor or major effects or magic taken up. Lastly, we have her ultimate, Velvet Mirage. Gains 9 stacks of Scarlet Shade, then begins channeling for 10 seconds. Every 0.2 second, LIVIAN deals 150% attack magic damage to a select enemy target while restoring HP equal to 80% of her attack to allied Dust Devotion vassals, additionally restoring 80% of her attack to Alexi. If the current target cannot be selected, LIVIAN automatically switches to the nearest enemy unit. And while LIVIAN is channeling, if an allied Dust Devotion vassal casts their ultimate, she grants them 4 stacks of Scarlet Shade for 10 seconds. So again, Scarlet Shade is 45% magic damage penetration at 9 stacks. Now let's move on to the artifacts. So for artifacts, I can easily recommend Peacemaker, as Peacemaker is the best one for both of them, as most of their damage comes from their ultimate. And Peacemaker does increase their ultimate damage and gives critical damage depending on how much Blood Soul they use. And for alternatives, I guess we could say Philosopher's Stone is the next one, but if you got Peacemaker already, just use it. Now let's move on to the new Tomb of the Fallen Haunted Sepulchre Temple of Life Floor 3 show. Okay, welcome back. Now for my final thoughts, I do think that they're really strong and pretty much mandatory for the Temple of Light clear until we get another vessel that has also a decent chunk of defense penetration. I really like how their interaction works, and the instant Blood Moon activation feels very nice to use. I feel like Kane is quite gutted here in the synergy, and either Dalcarlo, Lamia, or Limine are the only options you can take when choosing for a third slot. Oh yeah, I want to rant for a bit. So I think most people who play will probably agree how bad their acquisition is. If you see my moon tiers, it's only 40k left. I did spend tons of pull just to get one copy of Livian, maybe around 220. Since I need to convert some of the items in the conversion shop. I think this shared gacha is bad, and they had to replace even the 3-second vassal to a coffin selector with Lamia, Del Carlo, and Kane, which I don't think people will like. I mean, like, the older system was already great, and they even promised that to make sure that we can always obtain the second vassal of every event. And I got shafted badly in this banner, so I'm just ranting here. Anyway, sorry for that rant. But yeah, that's just what I feel on the current banner situation. Just quite disappointed, honestly. But anyways, that's all for this video. Leave a like and sub if you found this helpful. For written guides, I have them on my spreadsheet, or you can check them out on Friedwen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.